Hi everyone, and welcome back to SunBurst Tarot, where today we're going to be doing Taurus's April 2024 horoscope. So, for this month, the month of April, what I plan on going through is we're going to be doing a general energy read for you. So we're going to do a general energy. We're going to do some lessons or challenges that might be coming up for you in the month, and then we're going to pull a card for things that are going to be going well for you this month here in April. So that's what we're going to be pulling, and then we're going to be pulling an advice card as well as a words of encouragement, and then just some tea leaves for some additional messages. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. So, for my lovely Tauruses, I hope you all have had a great March and that everything's been going well for you. I hope for. So, yeah, I'm very excited to see, though, what's coming up here for your month of April. All right. So, let's just take a look-see here. Okay, so your general energy for the month of April. So we have the Hermit. So for you guys, I do feel that there's a lot of self-reflection going on. Whether that is on that's like where you are in life, like what you've accomplished up to this point in the year. I think this is a month of going back on the first quarter, or even the first quarter of the year, and being like, what have I achieved? Am I happy with my results? Or do I want to pivot and change and do different things? So that's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's a lot of self-reflection, a lot of internal growth, it feels like this month. For some of you, that could be like, if there was going out, like if your friends invite you out a lot, you're like, I'm gonna actually spend the night alone a little bit more and kind of just like spend more time with you and do things that you enjoy. I also feel for some of you, that this month is gonna be weird with dreams. And even I think in the like the last 2 weeks of April, it feels like there might have been some weird dreams or dream interpretations of things that you're like, what in the world was that dream? For some of you, like if that's you, I would highly recommend doing some dream interpretation. If you guys have questions on how to do that, or that resonates with you, let me know in the comments down below, and I can potentially lead you to some great resources and help out with some of those dream theories if you would like, or interpretations, as they might hold some hidden meanings for you. But that's what I'm really feeling here, even within the month of April and the later half of March. Like, you've had some really weird dreams, and I think it's led you to having some like questions around things. That isn't you. Maybe, yeah, if that isn't you, for some of you, otherwise, I could definitely see for the month of April, just like taking a step back from what you have kind of accomplished and what you've kind of done for this month, like in the month of like January, February, and March. So, yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at some challenges for you. The Chariot. So, for some of you, this could be you're contemplating a move, whether you want to move where you live, whether that's moving your house, or you want to buy something new, or you're getting out of an apartment, or you want to move to a different city, maybe a different country for some of you. But I'm definitely feeling there's a lot of movement. This could also be like a changing of jobs, or career direction in life. And I think it's coming up here as the challenge is, I think you're taking a lot of time to kind of evaluate your options, evaluate what you want to do, or making that big plunge to move forward very fast. With you guys as Tauruses, I understand, and I get it. We want to take our time, make sure that we know where we're going. We're going to take the slow, steady pace of, I know where I'm going, and I'm able to plot things out as I go, and it's very steady and stable. I think is the word I'm looking for here. But with the Chariot, it's like this is all about fast movement. It's like instead of being someone who's like just trotting along and doing things very consistently, the Chariot's very is like boom, like going by like a bullet train in this case, and that can be very scary. It can feel very uncomfortable as well, especially when we are used to moving at more of a consistent pace that is, it might not be the fastest pace, but it's consistent in a growth mindset. But there seems to be an opportunity here for you potentially to like sky to go like boom, like really fast, like a race car forward, and it's just taking that next step, which I think for you guys, if you do, because what's going for you is the Devil reversed. What? Okay. So the Devil reversed. Huh. Huh. So for some of you, I do believe that maybe you are like getting rid of some vices, or you're letting go of some vices or past coping mechanisms that might not have been the healthiest. So when it comes to like reevaluating life choices, sometimes this could be like you're giving up alcohol, or you're giving up like eating bad food, or you're being like, I'm gonna get beach body ready, and you're going to be like, I'm done sitting on the couch and eating potato chips whenever I get home. So what it feels like here with all these cards together, a lot of it is kind of pointing me towards you might have had some challenges in the last few months where things were just really rough and they were tough, and it was really hard to comprehend sometimes, and that's okay for things to be scary and overwhelming. And sometimes your brain in your own self just can't handle everything kind of being thrown at you. And it feels like in the month of April, it's like you're finally coming out of essentially everything kind of being thrown at you from like 1,500 different places, and it's coming in so fast you can't dodge like any of them, because if you move 1 inch one way, you're getting hit by a broom, and if you move 1 inch the other way, you're getting hit by a freaking table. So it feels like in this month, it's like you're, instead of standing up and trying to like avoid everything, it's like you're sitting down, and it's like, I'm just going to sit down. Whatever is coming at me is going to come at me. And instead of me trying to react to a situation, I think you're just going to, it feels like you're getting into an energy of that was just a thing that happened, and you're going to let it fly by. Because it's flying by you now, it didn't hit you. And that's what it really feels like here to me, is that like things were very overwhelming, and now we're getting into an energy of like, okay, shit happened. Frickety frick frack. Okay. Oh, there just went a cow. I wonder how that got there. Okay, bye. So that's what I'm kind of feeling here, and I'm oh my goodness, I'm so sorry for essentially, and I know me being sorry isn't going to change anything that has happened, but I feel for you guys so much, and I think just how overwhelming things have been in this past 2-3 months, where things have been confusing, overwhelming, uh, and my hearts go out to you, Taurus, as I just want you to be a little happy. And especially for some of you, because like in April, it's like part of your birthday month, right? So I am seeing that you guys are coming out of the end of this tunnel, though. It's like things are kind of coming out. You're able to, old patterns are kind of going away, and we're starting to establish new ones. So I'm excited to see that. Okay, I'm gonna pull those up. So let's go into some of your advice here. We have the dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love. I just pulled this card for Aries, so interesting that this is coming up twice. So, and I shuffled. So for the dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. I think at the end of the day, it's very much along the lines of you are the one that loves you the most. And when you're putting out your passions, when you are being who you want to be and achieving what you want to achieve and going with all the goals that you have in mind, whether that be in your career, in your spiritual life, in your romantic life, in your family life, your personal life, and everything in between. At the core of it is you being authentic to yourself and being authentic to what you love. When you follow what you love and you're able to kind of get out of the shitstorm because you aren't focusing on the things that are trying to hurt you and you're focusing on the things that love you, the other stuff kind of starts falling away. And the biggest thing here is focus on what you love, focus on who and what is giving you love. And everything else, I would say, in my opinion, ignore it. If they're going to throw, if they want to throw a frying pan at you, just let them throw the frying pan at you. And then just boop out of the way. Because half the time, they're probably so enraged at something else that they just throw it at you. And because you might be the one that's there. And in reality, that's not okay. That's not okay. It's not right. And you just let their aim be off because that's what happened. Because that's what's happening about 8 times out of 10. I'm so once again, my heart just goes out to you guys, as you guys seem to have just had an extremely, extremely rough month of March and even February, and I think you're coming out of it now. And I think just really just focus on who and what you love, and a lot of the other stuff will just start falling away. That doesn't matter to you anymore. So, okay, let's take a look at just some words of encouragement here. We have the first quarter moon in Virgo. Assess the situation. So where you're at now is not where you have to be at the end of April. And I think a lot of it is going to be along the lines of you're here at the beginning of April. And now at the end of April, you can be in a completely different situation. Take your time to assess the situation, which is all this Hermit card is really, in my opinion, saying is like, assess where you're at. There might be a lot of things coming at you, but are you focusing on the negative, or are we going to start focusing on the positive? And when you focus on the positive, the negative will go away. We're able to get out of harmful thought patterns. We're able to get out of negative self-talk. I think for some of you, probably quite a few of you, it has been along the lines of, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, I did this wrong. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, I'm not doing this right. And in reality, it's like, no, you have been doing phenomenal considering all the external factors that have been going on in your life. Don't sell yourself short is what I'm going to say, because I'm proud of you. And maybe it might not be that much, but I'm proud of you for everything that you have accomplished this month, in the month of March, and now going into the month of April. You have done so much good work, it feels like, in my brain and in like what I'm feeling, that I'm getting a little emotional here. But it's like, you guys have done a phenomenal job for what you have been given. And at the end of the day, I think don't sell yourself short. Is kind of what my big thing here is. You've done a lot of great work, and even in this month of April, you're doing a lot of great work. It might not feel like it, but when you're coming out on this other end, as you're assessing the situation and focusing on things that you love about yourself and other things and what loves you back, I think you're going to have a completely different mindset from when you started April to where you're ending April. So, okay. Alrighty here. So we got our tea leaf cards. So we have wind chimes, peace and harmony. So you're coming into your own little space where you are feeling proud and happy. So then we have scissors, disappointment in some affair. So whether that is a job, a personal relationship, maybe something fell through that you thought was going to be. And then we have I, psychic ability, trust your intuition. So at the end of the day, when you're assessing situations, you're doing things, some situations are meant for you, whether they are positive or negative. I know currently I'm kind of going through a major some people are like, you're just being tested by the universe. And sometimes that is a test. Other times it's just the world is chaos. And when the world is freaking chaos, some things just happen and they aren't meant for you. They aren't. And there's free will, there's free choice, and shit happens at the end of the day. Chaos will reign supreme. But we also have things that we are able to accomplish. So, really, at the end of the day, just trust where you're going is in the right direction. Focus on the positives in your life. And when things aren't going well or things are maybe a little bit disappointing, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. The Chariot here, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There is self-love. There is a light within you as well as around you that's going to help you. Like, keep moving forward. Things might seem dark, but at the end of the day, you will be shown the way. It just might take a little bit more time, might take a little bit more, it might be a little bit more foggy than we're used to, but at the end of the day, there is a way forward, there is a path forward, and once again, I am so very much proud of every single one of you for what you have accomplished, considering all of the other factors going on in your life. So, I really want to thank you guys so very much for watching. If you guys like this, please hit that like button down below. If you want to see more content like this, I have new content coming out all the time, so hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, just once again, I'm so very proud of you guys, Taurus, and I hope you guys like this, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!